Y'all, my kids in here interrupting my video. Being rude. Out. You put on some pants, young lady. All right. Close my door. Pick that up. Good lordy. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just. Good lord. Don't take Tilly. All right. So, close my door. Thank you. All right. I finally got settled in, y'all. Sorry about that. So, my kids over here just woke, honey. I just woke up out of this crazy dream, but I am so glad I went back to sleep because I enjoyed that dream thoroughly, baby. Okay. So let me tell y'all about this dream. For some reason, I don't know who I thought I was in this dream, baby. I thought I was Apryl Jones or somebody in this dream. I don't know who I was supposed to be. All I know is at one point my hair was not done, and I saw one of my old classmates, and she was I lived on in an it was a big apartment, but it was the same apartment where Wendy Williams's new studio was for her podcast. And in the dream, I was living upstairs from her podcast studio, and I wanted to go to one of her shows, but I didn't have a media pass. I didn't have a pass. And so one of my old schoolmates that used to be in band with me, I couldn't remember her name if I wanted to. Dark skinned pretty girl. She ended up being crazy. Y'all know how when people they look a certain way when they in high school, then when they get older, they start having like these, like they get on crazy meds and stuff, but they get on the real crazy meds to where their eyebrows get bushy and stuff like that. Like they start getting them real crazy looking bushy eyebrows. That's how she was looking. So it was real crazy. And so anyway, so she had one of the press passes, and I was just a little bit jealous. I ain't gonna lie. And then on top of that, my hair wasn't done, and the hotel concierge, the people that like ran the hotel, that like ran the show, they also ran the show. They was like, well, you need, if you want a pass, you have to first of all get your hair done because we do film the podcast. You know, we do film behind the scenes stuff for her social media and this, that, and the other. And they were like, you need to get your hair done. And then I saw Wendy Osefo, the Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac. And I said, oh, hey, Wendy. And she turned and did a U-turn so fast. So I just kept pushing, like, you know, like I wasn't even really paying her no attention, even though I was. And in my dream, my little feelings was hurt. Now, this is all happening in the lobby at the building that Wendy does her podcast at, which I live upstairs from. So it turns out you really can't, you got to have a pass to get on the elevator. I didn't even have a key card to my own elevator to get to my own apartment. But here I am trying to hurry up and go up there and do my hair. So one of the other people that lived there, a Caucasian person, she's like, oh, I got you. And then she opened the elevator and me and a dude got in. So as I'm trying to get off the elevator, I realized that I don't know which floor I live on because all the floors are scrambled up for safety precautions. So we go to like the 24th floor, and I'm thinking, okay, I live in apartment 4310. I don't know why those numbers came in my head, but that's the apartment number I lived in, 4310. So I'm like, okay, I get off on the 24th floor, and the floor is jiggling and wiggling and jiggling and wiggling, honey. It's unstable than the mother. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I step out on the floor. I could barely get off the elevator. The floor just started just moving and grooving. And so I decided this couldn't be the floor that I stay on because the floor that I stay on was just more stable than this. So I'm like, okay, I must stay on floor 23. So I go to floor 23, and it's like some type of bar in the apartment that I never saw before. I'm like, wait a minute. How is it a bar in the apartment building and I never saw it? Like, what the hell? It's like food. It's a full buffet, not a bar. It's a full buffet, a food bar. So I'm like, how is it a whole bar in here, food bar, and I never saw this shit? These people sitting up eating all types of seafood, crab boils, all kind of shit. I'm the only one sitting there like, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So then going to I ends up going to the fourth floor. Now on the fourth floor, it turns out I live there. Okay. My apartment really was on the fourth floor. So I end up, because it was 4310, my dumb ass went to 24 and 23. So then I went to the fourth floor, and it turns out my apartment was one of the ones that wasn't scrambled. So I'm like, okay, the numbers were scrambled up, but they wasn't scrambled on the floors. So I'm like, okay, this must be for regular resident, blah, blah, blah. So I asked somebody, like, why isn't my apartment building numbers scrambled up? And he said, because you're not a celebrity. I was like, oh, bitch, yes I am. I am a YouTube blogger. And it, but I was like, no, but I understand, you're right. So then I walk into my building or whatever, into my apartment, and who is sitting there? Tay Diggs, and child, don't ask me who this woman was, his baby mama, child. She was heavy set, she was African, like African. And she had a kid with her and a big bag. Hold on, y'all, okay? She had a kid with her and she had a big bag, baby. And I was like, what? Almost like as if she did hair. So I asked her, would she do my hair? And she did my hair in this ponytail, this weave ponytail that looked a hot ass mess. Okay? How do I know that? Because later on in the dream, I looked in the window of the lobby and the ponytail was a hot ass mess. Okay? Now, anyway, so I'm up there and I'm in my apartment building, and apparently me and Tay Diggs, thank you, baby. And apparently, hi, good morning. Apparently me and Tay Diggs is married, y'all, okay? And so he going through whatever he going through with his baby mama, but me and his daddy are kissing. Me and Tay Diggs' father, baby, we kissing and hugging and rubbing, and I'm in love with Tay Diggs' father in my dream. But I'm married to Tay Diggs. So Tay Diggs, I end up there was another woman. This woman, she was my cousin Keisha, but she wasn't Keisha, the personality Keisha in my dream, right? So in my dream she's a different person, but it looks like my cousin Keisha, right? So she's telling me she's the girlfriend of the father, I think. It wasn't even clear to me, honey, and it's my dream, okay? But so, come here. You always want to be on my shoulder. Come here. So, so me and the father, so the father ends up, I guess like a day or two went by without us kissing and stuff like that, because we were with our respective families. And then I was unbraiding my hair. That's what happened. I was taking my hair down so I can get my hair done. And so I went to go to the lobby to unbraid my hair. Not the upstairs lobby, the lobby that's on the same floor as our apartment building. And Tay Diggs and his dad was sitting there, and Keisha was sitting there, and she was pregnant. And she went to the bathroom, and Tay Diggs went off to do something else. And me and the dad, we ended up putting our heads together, and I was like, I miss you. And he was like, I miss you too. And then he was like, you know what I would do right now for you if I could? And I was like, what? He was like, I would buy you a car. And I was just laughing because in my dream, it felt like I knew that he had bought every woman he'd been with a car. That's how he get with his women. So he was like, that's just my love language. Like, that's just who I am. And Tay Diggs ended up popping up behind me. And he was like, what are you doing? And I was just looking at him like, oh my God, like, you done caught me flirting with your damn daddy. And then he was like, this is the same thing I dealt with from my ex-wife. Like, You guys, do you want to be with me or do you want to be with my father? Then he ran out to the bathroom. And then Keisha came. And I said, wait a minute, I've never been intimate with him. And which was true, because in my dream it was like we was just kissing, we wasn't having sex. We was actually in love just from kissing. No sex involved. So we went to the bathroom and they both scolded me. They was both, I think we was in a women's bathroom, but the man was in there too. And then and Keisha was like, oh no, like I'm not dealing with this. And she got her bag and her, like she got a bag and she was like, and I thought she was gonna leave him so I could be with him. And she was like, we'll resume this in the morning. And I was looking like, what the fuck? She not gonna leave him so I can be with him. Um, but it was weird. Like it was, so I went back downstairs to see if I could become a part of Wendy's podcast audience. And everybody was just still looking at me crazy. And then when I walked past the window in the lobby, I looked over and saw my hair, and it was a toe up ass top ponytail, child. And I said, that woman did this to me on purpose because I was messing around with her baby daddy's father, which is the same thing she did to him. Anyway, the dream was a hot ass mess. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. But I'm just getting up, y'all. And I need to damn get my life together. That dream was nuts in a bag, in a handbag. Okay. I'll be back. I'll probably want to do like a little horoscope or something. I just need to get my life together. Like I need to do my hair. I need to get my little stuff together. So we'll probably do a horoscope later on. I love this. I love this intimate audience. Like I think the people are getting the clue. Don't come over here for your mess, okay? So I appreciate that, and thank you guys for joining me for this video. I appreciate you tuning in. I will talk to y'all soon. Peace and love.